JS to-do app video tutorial series. My name is Azhar Slim. In this video tutorial, we will connect our to-do app with the Firebase database. So you have to go in Firebase, and we already discussed how to create a account and create our project on Firebase. Now I'm going to my console, and here go to project. The first step, we have to create a database. Here is the option Cloud Firestore. You have to click here, and I already created here one collection. That does not ask me. Otherwise, the pop-up will appear in front of you, and it will ask to test mode or production mode. You have to choose test mode, and after that go with default settings, and this screen will appear in front of you. Next, you have to create a collection. So the collection name, I'm going to type here my list, or I'll keep here to-dos. Any name this collection you can keep here. Next we have to create for a data for this collection, or you can say a document. First, I have to type the field name. The collection name is to-do, and field name I'm keeping to-do. Easy to remember. Here is a field type. You can choose a number, boolean, map, null, or reference, timestamp, but we need here a string. So this is first firebase to-do text, and save it. Now we create our collection to-dos, and we have here inside our document one field. Let's create one more. Auto generate ID, field name to-do, then string, this is second to-do, from Firebase. Save it. Now we have two to-dos, or two documents under our to-dos collection, and we have only one field here. So we create our database. Now we have to call this data inside our app here. For this, you have to go here to this gear and click project settings. In the last, you can find the configuration. It's a CDN. You can choose the configuration, and we need actually this piece of code. And you can copy and paste same all this bunch of information in your project by creating a new file. So I'm going to create a new file here. Firebase.js. Okay, next step, we have to install Firebase tools and Firebase. Firebase tools I already installed in my machine. If you don't have to install this already Firebase tools, just run this command npm install. If you type it G, it means globally. npm install globally Firebase tools. So after run this command, the next thing we have to install Firebase. npm install Firebase and hit enter. Now I'm going to install Firebase in my project. Okay, now here let's write the code. Import Firebase in this firebase which we installed just now. From firebase, then constant or variable, and here I'm keep a name, let's say firebase app, and firebase dot initialize app. Copy this code, paste here, and next step we have to store our fire source in a variable using this keyword or this variable. Constant data or db, can set firebase app, mean this one, dot firestore, sorry. In the last we have to export this db, export default db. That's it. So here this information is coming from our firebase, and we keep all this information in a variable by using firebase, this way, which we installed in our system, and we initialize the app using this API key and all this information which will communicate with firebase, and we store information here. Then from this variable we call our firestore, and we store in our db, and we export this db as a default. Just save. I'm going to start my npm, means my project, and next you have to go here in app.js and import firebase, mean this file, firebase.js db, this db which we define here, this one. Okay, in next step we have to call our database from this variable or using this variable, and we are going to use our next hook which called use effect, and this use effect only run when our page or application is load. Use effect, okay, here, so here we have to pull information or our database from our this what they called firebase, from firebase to our project or app, means here. So db dot collection, this db, this variable, and collection is here which we created in our firestore, this collection. Then the collection name which we keep here, to-dos, collection, sorry, and our collection is to-dos. After that, on snapshot, and this snapshot, like it will get data or you can set it as snap our data and store in a variable, and in our case we are going to store in a variable or in a hook which called in set to do's. So snapshot, and here we have to set this data inside our set to do. Sorry, my bad, it's capital set as I used here before. So here we use snapshot.docs, and docs which we means it will keep our whole bunch of data. Like here we use a map and to do's, and after that we use a singular name. Same thing I'm going to use here, snapshot.docs.map, then doc, and from this doc we'll use doc.data, and from this data we need a field, and in our case we use the field name is to do, this one. That's it. So save it. Everything is going perfect. So if I go my browser, we can see the information is coming from our to do. If I add here one more to do, string, this is third to do, save. If I come here without reload, it's showing us here. So now we connect our application with to do, and we are fetching our data from our firebase database to our to do application. If I reload, automatically this data will be load and not display like before. Now in next step we have to type here information or data what we want and save, and this data will save in our firebase database firestore. So in next video tutorial we will do this.